Okay, so if you saw my first message or my first video, you saw like this is gonna be my first collective message basically. And so the first song, because I'm shuffling my playlist, the first song that came on was The Weekend by SZA. And now we have Good Days by SZA. So I want to make it more kind of like a love message. Like Venus and Mercury are in retrograde right now, so there's a lot going on. So this is like a message just to like offer some guidance to the collective in terms of what's going on in terms of like communication, love, already from going from The Weekend to Good Days, getting the energy of kind of moving from maybe more of a like resigned state of, okay, like this is what I have, this is what's going to be happening for me in love, and that's fine, to maybe more of like a self-reflective, like self-evolution, like, you know, like I'm turning inward and just that self-love energy. So I'm also interested in what I will be shuffling live, and I'm going to be using the Modern Witch Tarot deck, and I also have a couple, I have Miracle Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and this like Mind Info cards deck. So I like to use, I feel like it's helpful like when I use them together. So just kind of interested too on what this next song is going to be, but just getting that energy. And again, like going from Control album to Good Days, it was just, yeah, it's already like that sense of, oh, like I'm in control of my life and I'm in control of my decisions, and you know everything's good, to no, like I'm kind of like loosening the reins. So anyway, not me freestyling, but what does the collective need to know right now in terms of their love life? Or does the spirit what does collective need to know, spirit, in terms of their love life? Let's see. Okay. Oh, more to that? Megan Thee Stallion, Freaky Girls, featuring SZA. So first card we have is Three of Wands in reverse. So that's interesting. Getting again that energy of like letting go of, maybe it's that energy of having all of that control, but then things still kind of going up in smoke. And so now there's like this energy of like, you know what, I need to go step back for a second and reassess, like, and maybe Hangman, change my perspective. So we also have the Star coming out. We have Six of Swords, Hangman, and Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So basically what I'm getting from this is, yeah, kind of like with the Star in reverse, like kind of like an imbalance or just like discouragement. Three of Wands in reverse as well. It's kind of just like feeling like, okay, I thought I was ready. I thought I knew what I was doing. I thought I knew what was going on, but maybe that's not the case. Then we have Six of Swords in reverse. So it's kind of like a hesitancy in maybe leaving a situation, like a romantic situation, especially if you put a lot of energy into it, or just like you felt very like self-assured in like decision making that you were doing. But then we have to hang one in revert and upright. So that's kind of saying like you are maybe taking the time to reassess in a way or change your perspective on the situation. And then we have Eight of Pentacles in reverse, which again is kind of speaking to like I'm putting a lot of work and energy in like what is happening right now, like where is it going. So that's kind of the energy right now that I'm getting. What else? I'm still getting my shuffling skills in. What else here does the collective need to know when it comes to romance? Okay, we have Nine of Pentacles. So maybe with that, changing this perspective, like getting the sense of the abundance that you do have in your life right now, and just getting just that overall like harvest, kind of like positive. Like she seems like very like wise, and there's like a bird on her head. Like just like I'm chill. Like, you know, like okay, that didn't work out, but it's getting like a positive kind of like outlook. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, kind of like maybe in the past there was that energy of like, I don't know, like what is going on like in the situation. Like I'm waiting, and then it's like suddenly you're like, wait a second, no, like I don't have to just sit here and wait like this. And now we have pull up with Summer Walker. So it's kind of like this energy where I feel like there's this like wanting to like just feeling overwhelmed in the situation and feeling like I'm getting like wisdom, like you kind of like been able to, after going through the situation, been able to reassess and be like, okay, I'm not, yeah, we have slowed down and we have healing and to come out in reverse. So it could be like realizing like I need to take a step back, like I'm putting all of this energy in, but what is going on? So the overall vibe is like getting this sense of changing your perspective on the situation and realizing like maybe I need to put my energy into something else. So what is the advice for the collective when it comes to this relationship? So we have Tower in reverse. So again, like very like recovery. Like maybe there was something that happened recently that kind of like caused this perspective shift. And now there's a sense of like, okay, after that, like after that happened, I need to take a step back now and figure out what's happening right now. Yeah, like Nine of Swords. Like this could have been something that was like plaguing you and keeping you up at night, and then you said, okay, okay, like I'm going to get my happiness. Like don't worry about that. So I get like good energy. Like I get very like independent, kind of like a Page of Cups in reverse. So maybe it could have been something where it's just like, this is not fun anymore. That's why Freaky Girls came out like, no, like I'm not trying to be in all this chaos and strife. Like I got too much going on. Let me have breathe. So yeah, the advice is I'm getting is to, I feel like just do what you've been doing and not Godspeed coming on. So I'm sorry, this is because I think I'm in this collective, but it's like it's like it's like morning kind of, honestly. Yeah, actually, it's like morning energy, but it feels like overall like this is good. Like you have chaos and conflict in reverse, happy and round. So again, like this is a cycle and something, like whatever this relationship, the dynamic was, it was going round and around, and there is this energy that maybe there was like a breakup or some sort of separation, and maybe this is where you would find your happiness, even though it's a bittersweet situation, but you had to do what you needed to do ultimately. Step back. So you're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance. You can get the perspective. So again, we have this breathe card. So I feel like the advice is kind of just like process, because whatever this is, like this has been a lot. This could have been something that you invested a lot of time and energy into, in a sense, like fruitlessly, and you were waiting, you were patient, but then it got to the point of like you didn't want to leave, but it's also like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I'm not getting a miracles card. So pay extra close attention to all the big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life, and also to those that are currently occurring and are still to come. Miracles surround you. Be on the lookout for them. So this is 10 minutes now. I'm gonna stop it here, but I feel like overall positive energy, like just again, like with the Nine of Pentacles, like you are taking the time to have more gratitude for the things that are in your life, and I think just giving yourself the space and opportunity to grieve and pour into self-care. So that's the message today, and thank you so much for watching. And if you're interested in personal reading, I am going to be figuring out the infrastructure for that soon, but please, like, let me know how you leave a comment if you felt like this was helpful, if this resonated, and thank you so much.